Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Healing Daily to Live. How are you guys doing today? Back with another video. Keeping the momentum going, guys. Don't know what day it is, not trying to count it, but we're just trying to keep it going here. Keep it flowing, keep it going. Got me some pineapple watermelon juice. First time trying that combination together, so we're about to see what it tastes like. Okay. let's see. I should have said cheers first, but cheers. It's like the perfect balance of watermelon and pineapple. The perfect. It's not too much pineapple, and then I love my watermelon. It's like just the right amount. Love it. Comment down below how you're staying hydrated during this cold season. Like, what are you doing to stay hydrated? Okay. What are you doing to stay hydrated? Because our skin needs this hydration. Lotion don't cut it. It does not cut it. You got to do more than that. And I freaking love this hat, guys. I know I've said it before, but seriously, if you want to protect your hair and you want to just be able to take off your hat and not worry about trying to fix it up, you need to get this hat. This brand, Ken. Okay? Because I'm going to show you. When I take it off, it's it's smashed down, but not that bad. But look at the roots. Still just laid. Just absolutely laid. And it keeps your head so warm. Okay? So please, during this winter season, because this cold weather is not letting up at all, and I'm gonna need you guys to get out and get something to cover y'all's beautiful hair. Okay, I'm gonna put it back on because it just feels so good. And it's good for your hair. It's silk, so you literally can wear it all day and not feel like you're doing wrong to your hair. Like, you're doing good to your hair. You're constantly allowing it to be in an environment where it's moisturized. So yeah, but I wanted to pop back on here, guys, again with with first and foremost just trying to produce content, basically, on a daily basis, just so we can get to know each other more and get more comfortable on this platform, which I am getting more and more. The more I post, it's getting easier to talk on camera and to engage with you guys. And I thank you so much for all the love so far, the support, just everything that you guys are dishing out, because I'm loving it. And I know with more people, it more things come with it as well. So I know it won't always be love, won't always be what rainbows and sunshine type deal. I get that, but at the same time, I want to focus on the positive. I want to focus on the people that want to be here and grow, the people that want to be able to listen, to me, and see the transformation on however it ends up playing out. I just want to be here with those people and see you guys grow too. Like, if you guys want to grow your own YouTube accounts, like, I definitely would love to support you. If it's something that you've been thinking of doing, whatever you want to share, like, definitely leave your YouTube channel down below, because I want to contribute to that too, because it's not just about one person's voice. Because what's the point of us all being here if it's only for one person's voice to matter, to get information from, to get knowledge from, to get love from, to get community from? It's not just one person, it's the collective. So please definitely leave your channel down below if you're trying to start your YouTube channel and you're hesitant and you don't really know how to go about it. Like, just leave it down below, and I definitely will come and subscribe to you and show you love, because that's what builds one another up. That's how we build one another up, is we support with genuineness. Like, we're really there and we want to see each other win, because that's what it's all about, to bring more love and light into this world and to do our purpose. And yeah, just keep it going, keep it flowing, keep it going, keep it flowing. I just love this because I'm getting so much more comfortable and it's not, type of you turn on the camera and scene. It's just like you just go with it, you just flow with it, and I'm loving that. I'm like posting like on a daily basis because it's forcing me to have something to talk about with you guys. It's forcing me to be like, okay, what can I give today? What can I share today that can impact somebody's life for the better? Or what can I give today, or what can I share today that will do a boomerang back on me and make me like reevaluate my own situation and decisions that I'm making, that are whether good or bad, or how I'm doing things. Because you should definitely want to practice what you preach, and if you're out here speaking on things, you should definitely want to walk it out in your own life and walk it out behind closed doors. So it's just like all around, it's just like we're growing here, we're growing, we're thriving, we're loving life, and we're smiling, definitely smiling more, because I'm just thinking of all the opportunities that YouTube is bringing and can bring and will bring if I continue to keep the work in. And just the simple fact is, those opportunities have always been there for your life. It's just, it comes a time and a season where it's activated, because you finally realize that you yourself are able to do it with Yah's help, of course. Nothing without Yah. But it's like you just get to that time and season where it clicks, and it's like, you know what, I am strong enough. You know what, I do bring value. You know what, people do want to listen to me. And I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you sitting behind this camera, who think that you don't have nothing to give, or your voice doesn't really matter. It does. And somebody needs to hear it. And they are and will be affected by your voice, because your voice holds so much weight. It holds so much weight. So like, know that, and don't count yourself out. I feel like I've said this before, and sorry if I do repeat myself in my videos, but I feel like, in a sense too, that sometimes we need to hear things over and over and over and over again until it really does stick, because we've heard so many negative things over and over and over again, in different ways, in different environments, in different seasons in our lives, that we just knew all along, and we kept that. We just said that's truth, that's gold, like nothing else. But that's not true. So sometimes when you not sometimes I think it's necessary, if you want to truly change your mindset and step over into not like a positive all is one, nothing bad can happen, because life is life, and because we live in this sinful state, that bad stuff will happen. But on the other hand, choosing to choose life, choosing to choose life in every area of our life, it's different. We take like another dimension. It's like another dimension inside of yourself, where you're not going to allow all the negative stuff that has always been placed over you through your life, of thinking you can't do something because this person said it to you when you're a child, and then this happened to you when you played that game in high school, and then this happened to you when you graduated college and you were trying to find a job. Like, So you just take that as gold. You just take that as that's who you are, that's your being, and it never was your being and never is your being. Like, you are who you are individually without all that outside attachment. That's just the covering of what Yah has created you to be. You as an individual, you are greater than every circumstance that ever has touched your life in a negative manner. You yourself are powerful enough to completely change it all. You are so powerful and you can do it. And you know, one of the ways that I'm seeing it more is getting back into that book that I had showed you guys a couple days ago. Let's find it. It's called To Switch on Your Brain by Caroline Leaf, and I'm on the second chapter. And today, a little recap that I have for you is free will. You know, I definitely believe that Yah gives us free will to choose the choices in life. You know, whether we're going to go the right path or whether we're going to go the wrong path. And each and every day we have choices to make. We have choices to make. And it was such a good chapter today. A lot of different good points and some points that I would like to just like summarize, not tell you the whole thing. I would hope, you know, the more that you watch my videos, the more that you see that I just really want to give you information that helps you grow. And if you have it in your budget to buy her book, I really believe that you should, because this is like the whole game plan for your body. Like your mind is like, it's the foundation, it's the setup. It is the setup to everything. And let me see, where can we start here? There's like so many good points on here. And there's one scripture in the word that really truly became my favorite scripture there for a while. I was trying to memorize it, and I almost did. I almost did memorize it, and I should have kept at it because I don't have it memorized now, but it makes me want to go back to memorizing it now because she points out multiple scripture that lines up with our thoughts and how it creates our world. And this scripture is when Paul he's talking to the Gentiles, and like next time I need to like screenshot it when I'm trying to figure it out. It's like while I'm reading it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. I gotta share this. I gotta share this. I gotta share this. And then when you go back to the book, you can't find it. But I'll go find it for you guys, even if it takes me a minute. I'm going to find it. It's just getting back to you know, your thoughts. Like, your thoughts do create your world. Like, what you sit on a daily basis, like throughout the day, you're creating the world that you're living in. You are. Ooh, and another one, oh my gosh. Um, I feel like I read it in her book, or maybe I read it somewhere else too, but I want to read this part from Caroline Leaf's book. It says, genes may create an environment within us which a problem may grow, a predisposition, but they do not produce the problem. We produce it through our choices. Our choices act as signals that unzip the DNA. Like, can we come again? Can we come again? Just in case you didn't really get that, you know, and just for myself, so I can just like really like get that in my mind as well. Genes may create an environment within us in which a problem may grow, a predisposition, but they do not produce the problem. We produce it through our choices. Our choices act as the signals that unzip the DNA. And then she says, okay, and I want to say this part too is genes have been made out to be responsible for feelings, spiritual beliefs, even things like the enjoyment of music. And I'll stop there because I don't want to keep giving too much of her book. But you know how people say, she has good genes, or they just are just such a good athlete type of deal, like all that stuff. Like, basically what she's saying is these genes, they do run through your family, but at the end of the day, we have the choice whether we unlock it or not, good or bad. So say for instance, like alcoholism, your grandfather may have did it, your father may have did it, then you have done it. It just runs through the family. It just is what it is. It runs through the family, but you have the choice of whether you want to activate it or not. You are the deciding factor in your generation because you are your generation. So let's stop and think about it. If you know that's an issue that runs in your family, and instead of acknowledging the fact that this is something that hurts your family, that hurts your previous family, your mother, your father, your grandfather, maybe your aunties, your uncles, your cousins that were before you, and you still do it, do you think it's just like, oh, it's something that I can't control, or is it something that you are willingly participating in? Because you can choose to do it and say that, it's not going to affect me like that. But the thing is, you can't, what am I trying to say? You are not the one that gets to say how the outcome goes. You won't know how you're going to react until it does happen. You can't say that I'll be this type of drunk, I'll be that type of drunk because of how I am, or I won't be a drunk at all. I know how to weigh myself out. I know how to stop myself. I'm not going to be like that. But just because you feel or think you'll do that doesn't mean that's how it happens. And I hope that I'm explaining that in a good way, good measure. But it's just basically saying that that gene is there, but you're the deciding factor on if you're going to do it or not. And when you do, you unlock it. So you can't say what's going to come out of you once you do. You'll just know that you'll have an issue in that area because the past has shown you that. You can't try to rewire it and say, no, I'm good because I'm different from everybody. No, you come from everybody. You're a part of all of them. So all of them is inside of you. So it goes the same way. Like if you want to be like a model, if you want to be like a runner, if you want to be a basketball player, and you see other people that are really good in that field, and you always think in your mind like, I wish I looked like them, or I wish I could do what they could do. But that's you putting yourself already like at a disadvantage because you're already putting your mind in a state as if you're not able to do what they can do, when all of us really can. It's just honestly repetition, belief. Faith without works is dead. It's keep on, and keeping on at the thing and going at it and not stopping and not giving up until you reach it. And knowing that if you believe it inside, if that fire is inside of you, it's supposed to happen. It's not just that it will happen, it's supposed to happen. But at the end of the day, it's your choice. It's your choice if it will go that way. You are the determining factor. So don't count yourself out. Like I know I've said that before too, but I said already that there's going to be some things that I repeat, and I may need to repeat it for myself, and I may need to repeat it for you, you who is watching and need to hear it time and time again in a different way, in a different video, in a different setting. You need to hear it and hear it and hear it again. So just know that you can be great. You are the deciding factor on how your life goes. Don't let anybody else tell you that you're not. Um, Let me find this scripture because I definitely want to say this and end with it. Definitely want to end with it. Yes, it's in Philippians 4:8. Like, I really hope that like what I have been able to share today really resonates with you and really makes you rethink what you think throughout the day, because we are constantly thinking. We are thinking beings. We are constantly going in our minds. Whether you realize it or not, we are constantly thinking, whether it's about food, whether it's about what we're going to wear for that day or the next day. We are constantly thinking. So we are constantly creating our world. And the world that you're living right now is the world that you have already thought about, and the world that you felt that was good enough for you. So if you feel like this is good enough for you, then okay, there's really nothing to change. But if you feel like there is more, and not saying that this is the world that you're in right now is bad, it's just saying that if you feel like there's more, then think on these things. Like scripture says, think on these things. Think on those good things. And right here, I want to end with this. This is the one that I want to get back to memorizing because it's perfectly said. Perfectly said. Okay? So it's Philippians 4:8. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of a good report, if there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things. Think on these things. Let your thoughts create your world and see how you can change. Just change. Think better thoughts. Until next time, guys, God bless.